BB. Coming through. Hey guys, and how's it going? Hey, this is a snowblower I picked up at a yard sale 2 years ago. I know it's 2 years ago because I ordered a part from it and the date says 2 years ago. It was a decent machine. I think he tried putting the wrong size drive belt on the auger and that's where it was parked for. That's all pretty much I know of it. It ran at the time. It's been in storage ever since. Cover is off of it. I think we're missing the hardware for the cover. No big deal. It looks like a fairly decent machine. It's not all rusty. It's not worn down because it's set up skis or skids on it. They are still on the first side. They haven't been flipped over and run on the other side. The shovel's still there. And looking by the inside, it does not look too bad as far as wear on it, how much paint's been missed and how scratched up it is. But I figured I'd make a good video because it's just winter again. We are dealing with snow and maybe help showing how to change these belts. Some can be a little on the difficult side to do so if you just don't know how they operate. And I figure we'll get into it. I ordered a belt. Again, I don't even know if it's the right size. It's still sitting in the package. But let's go have some fun with it. See if we can resurrect it. We have snow outside that needs to be removed. So I think would be a good time to deal with it. Both tires seem like they're holding there, which is a good sign. Generally they dry rot and crack over time, but they are staying up. I don't know what year it is. Electric start, I know it works. And again, how old the fuel is. All right, let's get you popped in the stand. Let's go grab the new belt. Looks like he tried prying the belt through. Yeah, that'll make it kind of hard. So apparently I ordered two belts. One's going to be the drive belt and one is going to be the one for the auger. There's two separate systems that are on it. Whether they are correct or not, one of these belts is looking a little fat for that side, but time will tell. So where he went wrong, and just tell by looking at it right now, the fact that this is kind of bent up out of the way and was, I think he said he tried taking a bolt out of the center, which is part of it. But the hard part is you're not going to be able to get the belt out of the lower section very easy. Looks like they already got it behind the pulley. So, hold on. Sorry, the dog bell went off. They have it like ass over tea kettle. This belt's behind the pulley that is down here. Most of the time, the way these work on changing the belts is you loosen the front and rear half of the machine. You can kind of open them up and then that changes the distance between the belts and gives you play in between to get the drive belt and or the auger belt changed out of it. Let's go get at least a top bolt out of each side and we're going to loosen the bottom one up and give her a little bit of a kick. Also with that, sometimes you have to pull the pin on the linkage going for the chute, which is going to be that key right there. Let's go see if we can get her rotated around. I'm going to let that come apart. Again, it's like we said, we got to allow it to separate. Go get those bolts. I'm just going to crack the bottom one. A lot of times you can leave it together. Let's see if it'll want to play. That's all with us. Yeah, I think we're going to have to pull both of them on this one. Okay. Sometimes you can tie them up or, support them fairly decent. And now you can see the capacity you have to get in there to go change the belt, where when this was up against here, you had no room to work whatsoever. This is an idler pulley. It's just spring loaded. I should take the spring off the other side, but that's this the tensioner, I should say. And that's just got to come out way to make a little bit of room. See if there's anything else going to bother us. No, I think we're good. All right, I'm going to get you set back up in the stand. We're going to pull this away a little bit, try to get this belt out of it, and we're going to match it up to the other belt that we got. We might be able to just squeeze that one out from behind it. There we go. And again, now they have it wedged behind the big pulley. Right. Trying to keep it so that the machine doesn't fall apart. I can keep it within a window. All right, I'm going to go eyeball that belt compared to the other one that we have. I think this one is too small. You may have ordered the wrong thing. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm going to remember it. I think he was saying something about he was able to get the belt on, but you couldn't, it ran all the time. That was a thing or not. Probably match up numbers, but. So that belt is definitely longer than that belt, right? These two look the same compared to that. Are they both the same part number? 701 and 701. Well, there you go. Maybe I just ordered two of the same drive belts. Could have been possibly. Like I said, it was a while ago. All right, let's go see if we can feed the new one in. Yeah, generally the drive belt for the wheels doesn't do very much work. It's just kind of turning the tires. It's not working very hard. The one for the auger, on the other hand, that one's doing an awful lot of work. Actually, I'm going to go take a minute and support. I'm going to run a strap from front to rear on the machine to hold it. There you go. Got a strap to hold them together a little bit better. And let's go see if we can get this. And now you can get your hand down the side there. The other problem too with running too tight of a belt, there is a bearing and or a bushing that is going to be in the that front auger. If you put too much tension on it, it'll take out the bearing. Pretend this is the lower, larger one here. There's a bearing right here that goes forward and runs this big impeller. If you're pulling up way too hard on one side with a wrong size belt, it'll put too much tension on it and burn that bearing out. So I see the machine says, call Lowe's if you have a problem. I suggest you don't do that. Just saying. I gotta move you and get in there. There you go. Got it wrapped around. There's like two little keepers on the bottom, but you're able to feed the belt around them. And I threw a light on it so we can see a little bit better. Sometimes you can disconnect this cable. Sometimes it fights you more than it helps you. So this is a split pulley up here. You can take this and cut it in half by taking the nut off the center. We're probably going to go do that just to make the assembly a little bit easier. Sometimes you could hump it over it, but considering we got it open, got the impact on, we'll just take that off right there. They're going to start putting it back together, and this belt's just going to line right up over that. The pieces are just going to try to come back right back together. That's what we like. I'm trying to make it general for a bunch of different machines and the different issues that you find on them. Some, like I said, you can leave the bottom bolt. Looking down there, you can leave the bottom bolt in it and pivot on that bottom bolt. This has got a different apparatus set up on this one, but generally, most of them are the same way. And now you're going to be able to put that belt back on there with the impact gun. Maybe a little on the tight side. You might have to do it with a wrench. Just going to throw it together for now. I'm going to actually bolt the chassis together first. So I'm going to go put those forward bolts back in the bottom again. I'm going to be able to get in there probably with a shallow socket. Let's go see if we can get it with the deep. I want to make sure that gets stuck down inside the pulley. Just going to turn it a little. Turn it again. Get it not pinched. There you go. So you would think that would be all of it. As far as putting the belt on, there's an adjustment on it. And the adjustment is on the idler pulley or the tensioner pulley. If there's a slide or a cut in this pulley, you loosen the bolt up, it has a little bit of room in and out. Right now, it's all the way far back. What I'm gonna look for, get a light on it. So there's a spring right there. And you see it's got play in the belt. I'm gonna go hit the drive belt for it, the lever rather. And I am looking for, let me get you closer. All right, what I'm looking for is that spring to get some expansion on it. See how it has that expansion? That's the adjustment that's on it. It's the tension that it's going to try to maintain on this belt. If that wasn't expanding, especially as the belt wears, you can loosen this bolt up. You can slide this whole assembly in a little further, but essentially with a new belt, it should be all the way out. And that's about right that you see right there. You want it just so you have a little bit of spring load on it. That gives it the right tension. Over time as the belt wears, and it has the capacity to be neutral when it's not. So this has got bent up out of the way. This needs to be corrected. This helps the belt slip over the top of this pulley. When you want to disconnect the auger, if you don't do a visual, here's the pulley in the center with the belt. If there's nothing on this side and this side, and the belt's just allowed to go free going across, the belt will keep trying to drive. But if you touch the belt here and here, you pinch it with two little prongs, which are going to be these, it allows the belt to keep more of a straight up and down hump on it, and it just kind of touches on these. It's not spinning, so it's not going to wear it out. But this should be, we have to take it off and fix it. Should be sitting right about here, and the same on the other side. So I'm going to go take that off of there, try to fix that, and we'll get it back on in place. I'm going to go over to the vise and try to bend that back into its location. There should be like witness marks you can kind of see where it was touching in the past right there. And it should be a little bit of a mark roughly right there where it touches from time to time. You can see it right there in the shining. Time to bend. I think we got it. Let's get it buzzed in and we'll see what it's like when it's tightened down. It's touching on that side, and again, it depends on how much play and where the belt is, whether it will touch on both, but generally that's the idea, is you want to put a keeper on each end of it. So it is looking pretty good. We want to hit the lever, and I want to make sure that it doesn't touch under a load, or else you're going to burn up the belt. So right now there's clearance in between it, and without it, it's touching on both sides. And hopefully when we start it up, when we let off on it, it should be like a brake and stop it from spinning. Sometimes even down below, they used to have like a little brake pad that would come up and stop the auger from turning. The idea is for safety. Like if you're coming at something and your dog runs in front of you or whatever, you can let go of it and the auger stops. Kind of like a mower deck is the same way too. It needs to stop within a certain period of time. And I believe that's the idea with these. So I just have to put the clip back in the rod. Top. My dog's getting into something. Kids. Flip back in. That's our steering knob. All right, I'm gonna go fire it up. I gotta go check my dog first. See what he's stealing. Right piece of wood. Let's go spy on him. What are you doing? You have a guilty look on your face? We got work to do. Leave us alone. No, I want to play. All right. What's up, Mr. Hyper? Go get a ball. Get one of your toys. All right, I gotta take a break. I don't know why you want to play. You just kind of run away with it. You just do this by yourself. Give it. Give it. I think you need a new football. Ready? Go get it. I think you already killed it. All right, hey, get back to work. Not gonna let me. One thing I forgot to mention is you want to listen to the idler or the tensioner pulley, and you just kind of put your finger on it and spin it, and you listen. This one's quiet. I had already checked it, I just didn't show it. If that was noisy, eventually that's going to burn up. You want to go change it. These are easy to find. So this has an electric start, but it's not electric start like a battery would have on your mower. This you use an extension cord. It's usually because the first time you're starting it and it's really cold, it's hard to pull over and get it going. Hey, we're going to go give her some choke. Turn the power switch, which is up here, to run. Throttle is already up. It's got little primer bulbs. Give her a couple of squeezes. We should hit the button. It should fire. It should run and cough until we turn the choke off. So it's a punch. Still pull up on the lever. Let's see if it idles. So it does have an idle circuit. It's not clogged. It would have stalled. Choke's all the way off and it's idling, but it is hunting, which is a lean condition. Let's go get a little bit of a fuel sample out of it, take a look at what it looks like. It's probably just old fuel. We'll try that first. If not, the carbs are always just on the border of running correctly as far as like emissions are concerned. Sometimes they need to be opened up a little bit on the main jet. We may have to get into that. And sometimes it goes away when it warms up. They kind of fall into their own. There's no air cleaner on these things. Everything in the front seems like it's okay. The dry part of it already seemed like it worked. And like you see where it was touching, you could always see the mark on it where it was touching on both sides to stall it and then have it go on and go off. The Auger looked like it was okay. In the front, I didn't see anything funky about it. Most of the time now they're full of grease. The older ones used to have like a gear oil that you could put in them. That is not the case anymore. And then also, if you hit something, there's something called shear pins. So if like you hit a rock or a newspaper or something like that, this pin, the shaft on the underneath is spinning all the time when it's in gear. This pin right here will shear off, and it'll, whatever got stuck in this will allow this to spin freely of the shaft. Pretty good. There's 4 of them on this one. Then usually they have spares on the machine itself somewhere, so when you break one, you don't do the temptation to put a bolt in it, because if you put a bolt in it and it doesn't break, it takes out the drive. There you go. All right there. One of them left anyway, but that's what they look like. It's just a pin that is allowed to shear off at a certain amount. You can kind of see where it's like a cutaway on both of them. That's what will allow it to break. I don't know if these have them on it. Yeah, it does. You can see it just barely. There'll be two of them. All right, what were we doing? I already forgot. I think we were... Oh, gas. Yeah, let's go get a gas sample out of it. And we'll do a visual on it. Well, I would say the gas in the tank actually looks quite good. Gooder, better. Yeah. I'm not going to change that out. Let's go see if we can get to the float bowl on the carb and pop that down, take a quick peek at it. We'll take a quick peek at the main jet too. Let's just shut that off. Let's go get that bowl out. This machine doesn't have a fuel shutoff. A lot of times they do. I'm going to try just keeping what we can of the fuel in it by keeping the bolt in it so we can look down inside it. Let's just go take a peek for contamination. It doesn't look too bad. It's going to leak out around me, but a little bit of crap, but I don't see anything that was stopping it from having enough dirt in it to cause it to hunt like that. All right. So I'm going to get this cover, which was off and it did not have hardware. So I got to find a couple of, kind of like a self-tapping screw that goes in place. But this needs to go up inside there and get attached down with a screw there. And another one right there. I got to go find something. And another thing I noticed on this machine is the, this is your speed selector. Move the lever forward and back and you see how it moves. That should not be rubbing on this cable. This is your engagement cable. A lot of times when people put them in a machine in their car or whatever, this gets bent. It's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be like that. But as you can see, they take a hit from where they are. That's how it's supposed to be. And then you have an adjustment. Say if you put it in neutral and it wants to drive forward or reverse, you loosen this up and you can just tweak this bracket some to get you in the window of where you need to be. We'll see how it is now. Because it was okay before, but it may be out of whack now that I bent it straight. Come on, man. By a lift table, it just went. Let's do a function check on it. I know every time, just in the comments. First thing I did was check the oil. It's a little over and it looks pretty clean, so I'm not going to worry about it. All right, so we want some throttle, a little bit of choke. No prime, should just go. Yeah, so as I expected, it is driving a little too hard in first gear, and when I go to first gear in reverse, it's not there. So I have to just tweak it a little bit. So this is reverse 1, reverse 2. In reverse 1, we're just not pulling enough cable. It's probably the best way to say it. So to pull a little more cable, or to move this lever a little bit more, we're going to loosen this up, and we are going to go this. The back bracket has to go up a little bit more, just so it's a little bit more engaged when the cable's being pulled. I'll knock that out, probably move it, not much, 1/4 inch, if that. All right, let's try it again. and go a little more. I want first gear and reverse first gear to be about the same. It's a little faster still going forward. A hair more, I think I'm going to leave it after that. You kind of want the, because first gear is really where you want the creep, so to speak. Because that's when you're going to be like in a snowbank, and you want to be able to, like, you know, stuff at the end of the driveway. You really want it to go slow when you're trying to feed it into that. Let's try it one more time. We're gonna leave it right there. All right, guys. Well, it worked out pretty good. It's I got a spare belt. I guess apparently I bought two of the same ones, so that's fine. Generally, I like to do that with anything. I'll get, you know, I'm ordering a voltage regulator. I'll get two of them, and hence why we have two belts. It's all set. It you know, I got to deal with that carburetor again at some point, but for right now, I'm going to leave it the way it is because we've got another, like a blizzard coming. I think we're getting 20 inches of snow, so. Till then, maybe we'll play with it and try to work on that car problem. But for this one, I think we're going to go call it. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you later.